The vast expanse of the ocean stretched out before her, a seemingly endless blue horizon. Ava Harris, a 25-year-old sailor, stood at the helm of her small vessel, the Maverick's Revenge. She had been at sea for days, her mission to reach the remote island of Kanak a daunting one. But Ava was no stranger to adversity. She had grown up on the water, the daughter of a fisherman.
As she scanned the horizon, her eyes narrowed against the glare.
The sun beat down on her, relentless in its ferocity.
She knew she had to find shelter soon, or risk being exposed to the elements.
But as she scanned her surroundings, she saw nothing but water.
Panic began to creep in, her heart racing with every passing minute.
She knew she had to stay calm, think clearly. But as the sun began to set, casting a golden glow over the water,
Ava knew she was in grave danger.
the stars began to twinkle in the night sky. Ava huddled in her jacket, trying to stay warm.
She knew she had to keep moving, to find a way to safety.
But as she stood up, a wave crashed over the side of the boat. Ava was swept off her feet, tumbling through the water.
She struggled to surface, her lungs burning.
Finally, she broke through the surface, gasping for air. She clung to a piece of debris, her body battered and bruised. As the night wore on, Ava drifted in and out of consciousness.
But she knew she couldn't give up. Not yet. She thought of her family, her friends, her life back home.
And she knew she had to keep fighting to survive. The sun began to rise, casting a golden glow over the water.
Ava spotted a ship on the horizon, her heart racing with excitement.
She waved her arms, shouting for help. The ship drew closer, Ava's hopes rising.
But as it approached, Ava saw the ship's name, the Sea Dragon.
A notorious pirate vessel, feared across the seas.
Ava's heart sank, her hopes dashed.
She knew she had to think fast to escape. But as she looked around, she saw the crew of the Sea Dragon. Armed and ruthless, they closed in on her.
Ava knew she had to act fast to survive.
She dove into the water, swimming away from the ship. The crew of the Sea Dragon gave chase, their shouts and curses echoing across the water.
But Ava didn't look back. She kept swimming.
She knew she had to find a safe place to hide.
And then she saw it. A small island on the horizon.
She swam towards it, her body aching with exhaustion.
But she didn't stop. She kept going.
Finally, she reached the shore, collapsing onto the sand. Ava lay there, her body battered and bruised.
But she was alive. And that was all that mattered.
She knew she had to find shelter,